the untold story of Somali kingdoms, lost empires of the Horn of Africa. In the heart of the Horn of Africa, a land shaped by timeless sands and ancient seas, lies a forgotten history, a history of power, wealth, and empires that once ruled the region but have all but vanished from modern memory. What if we told you that the Somali kingdoms were once among the most advanced and influential civilizations in Africa, that the echoes of their glory still resonate in the stories of the people even today? Today, we dive deep into the lost empires of the Somali kingdoms, uncovering a story of powerful dynasties, thriving trade routes, and the rise and fall of civilizations that stretched across centuries. The ancient beginnings. Long before the bustling cities of Mogadishu or the ports of Berbera, the land of Somalia was home to ancient peoples who left behind a rich legacy. The earliest evidence of Somali civilization dates back over 2,000 years with prehistoric rock art depicting scenes of daily life, animal hunts, and the symbolic rituals of these early societies. But it wasn't until the emergence of the Somali city-states that the Horn of Africa truly began to take shape as a power in its own right. The region witnessed the rise of several powerful kingdoms, such as the Kingdom of DMT, which ruled over parts of modern-day Ethiopia and Eritrea, and the iconic Kingdom of Aksum, which is often associated with the ancient trading routes that crisscrossed the Red Sea. But the Somali kingdoms themselves were just as important. Cities like Zayla, Mogadishu, and Barawa became critical trading hubs linking Africa, the Middle East, and even Asia, the golden age of Somali kingdoms. As the centuries passed, Somali kingdoms blossomed in what could be called the golden age of the Horn of Africa. From the 9th century through the 16th century, the Somali people built powerful city-states with remarkable trade connections to the Islamic world, India, and even China, but it was the sultanates that truly made their mark. The Sultanate of Ifat was one of the first major Islamic empires to flourish in the region, while the Sultanate of Adal became known for its military prowess and influence over the surrounding areas. But perhaps the most famous of them all was the Sultanate of Mogadishu, a city-state that became a major commercial center on the Swahili coast. Mogadishu's greatness wasn't just in its wealth, it was a center of culture, knowledge, and innovation. It attracted scholars, traders, and diplomats from the Islamic world, making it a melting pot of ideas. The wealth generated from trade routes that spanned from the Arabian Peninsula to India allowed the kingdom to flourish, and for centuries Mogadishu was a symbol of Somalia's golden age. Conflict, conquest, and decline. However, no empire lasts forever. The rise of European colonial powers in the 19th century had a profound impact on the Somali kingdoms. The Portuguese, then the British, and Italians began to infiltrate the Horn of Africa, threatening the independence of the city-states and their rich trade networks. The once mighty sultanates of Mogadishu, Adal, and Ifat would soon face their greatest challenge: foreign invaders. Despite fierce resistance, the Somali kingdoms fell victim to colonial domination. The once thriving trade routes were disrupted, and the very structure of Somali society was altered. The glory of the ancient empires slowly faded into the annals of history, leaving behind only ruins and legends. The legacy and rebirth. But even in their decline, the legacy of the Somali kingdoms endured. Today, Somalia's rich culture, its art, music, and language can be traced back to these ancient civilizations. The very spirit of the kingdoms lives on in the Somali people, resilient, proud, and deeply connected to their history. The Somali kingdoms were ahead of their time. The way they structured their society, traded across vast distances, and integrated different cultures. These are lessons that still resonate today. We are a people who have always overcome adversity. Efforts to preserve and uncover the lost empires of Somalia have gained momentum in recent years. Archaeological teams are working tirelessly to uncover the forgotten cities, temples, and relics that tell the story of these powerful kingdoms. From the ancient city-states that shaped the Horn of Africa to the modern-day heritage that echoes their power, the story of the Somali kingdoms is far from over. It's a reminder that history is not just about the empires that fell, but the resilience of the cultures that continue to thrive today. So, the next time you think of the Horn of Africa, remember the Somali kingdoms were once at the heart of global trade, culture, and power. The history of these lost empires is a story of human ingenuity, strength, and survival. This is a story that deserves to be told. Will you share it? Subscribe and share.